Yeah, boom. On the episode of Ground Floor, we can agree to disagree, still be family. That's the theme song. What up, though? Off my second album, JLE World. On News Copyright and Mutant Facebook. I'm your host, JLE. Got Brother Rome in the house tonight. We're gonna get that Brother Malcolm talk tonight. We're gonna get righteous in these streets.
What up, though, good people? Let's get it this Saturday night. It's that time.
Today's title, what is Team Takeover? My people. Apparently, is a TikTok or some social media, they're making flyers where they say we're going to go take over downtown somewhere. Thing happened in Houston, some other areas. It just happened in Detroit. And they are doing ignorance begets ignorance type crap. Running up to stores. Some of the teenagers have weapons on them. And police start arresting people. Now, some did say they might start arresting parents. I think from jump, you need to arrest them as well because you are trying to conduct business. If you're in the downtown area, you want people to be tourists and come patron your establishment. Nothing wrong with teenagers hanging out, but all y'all just run up in someone's store. That tells me y'all want to go in there, steal, and do chaos. Well, what other point you doing that for? It ain't cool. It's stupid. Your thoughts, Big Ron?
Man, I've been seeing that as well. And I'm sorry, man. I feel like our generation, Gen Xers, we failing as a whole when it comes to parenting collectively. You know, not everybody, but I feel like we do a hell of a job getting our kids what we didn't have when we was kids, what we didn't get to experience as kids.
Mm-hmm.
But we do a terrible job of being proactively involved and knowing what the hell your child is involved with and who they're hanging around with today. Because I don't let my daughter, she's 13, she'll be 14, Lord willing, in a few weeks. I don't let her get on social media. Her social media is me and her mom. That's it. That's your social media. You get into a group with us, you chop it up. She got friends that she get a chance to text and things like that. But you got to be proactively involved. You got to know, who they're gonna be with, what their plans are, because these kids now, man, they come up with the most insane ideas and then they post it on social media. So they telling you, hey, we doing this. We're going to be downtown. There's no need for you to be caught up in the middle of chaos and foolishness downtown, any downtown major city, Detroit, Atlanta, Chicago, Cleveland. It's nothing for teenagers to be doing in mass numbers. And I say mass numbers, let's just say 300 to 500 students from various schools. Come on, man. Nothing's good gonna come out of that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my take. It's just be proactively involved, because this is a real, messed up type of situation, man. We got to know exactly what's going on. I know some parents probably, I'm gonna be hanging out with so and so. They thinking it's just that, but it's not.
Okay. They got a new feature on here that I just put on here. Created a poll with what Brother Ron's talking about. Do you agree Generation X has failed the next generation? If you're watching the show, feel free to type yes or no, or type 1 for yes or 2 for no. Get y'all opinion on it. We growing, boy. Now you bring a eloquent point when you say Generation X as a whole, because there's some meat to that. Because a lot of parents, from our generation looked at what we didn't have, and we wanted to make sure their kids didn't have that. But the thing I think, and I'm not a parent, I had a few miscarriages, but I think it still holds weight that the lessons we learned as we worked to get whatever we got, whether it was doing your chores or as you went to school or trades or started a business, it taught you the value of it. You just giving your kid like some people feel a conversation I've had a starter kit for a kid is you should have an iPhone, a iPad, a MacBook, and some Jordans. Hell no. Well, people gonna talk about them. I don't give a fuck about people. Are you getting 4.0s? Are you doing all your chores? Are you a good student in school? Are you a good kid at the crib managing your parents? Then that opens the door to getting all that over $1,500 stuff. But just because you're a kid don't mean that you get all that. And friend I had a conversation with a while back, like if you represent a demographic of parents that all are thinking like this, that's the biggest issue of all, besides what you didn't have, because you think those things have true value. They don't. The values you learned through coming up through your parents, grandparents, and the tribe and community we had is what made you a decent adult in person. You just making, when we came up, it was always looked at, oh, the white people spoil their kids. That's why on all these talk shows telling their parents to shut the hell up. They need to throw them in some scared straight boot camp and all that because they too entitled. Well, you just did the same thing they did back in the 80s. So you're no different. And our black kids are just as foolish and stupid, cussing out parents, wilding, going to teen takeovers and all this other nonsense. But when your parents beat your ass, getting out of line, I ain't going to that. I ain't about to come home. My parents did, or your parents say you get arrested or don't call me. Nah, dog, I can't go because if the police there, they ain't come to bail me out. You know the consequences if you chose this path. But you ain't really showing consequence. Everything's Candyland. That's a problem. Because you're teaching them crime does pay, figuratively speaking. I can do anything that's not good, and you just gonna bail me out. So, okay, I can, if I'm doing this, running to people's stores, tearing up property, you gonna bail me out. I can walk down the street, slap somebody, take their stuff. You gonna bail me out. Compared to I ain't raised you like that, you gonna have to see me when you get home. And we need to get back to being parents. You ain't gotta beat your kid like a slave or discipline nothing like that, but you do need to deal with them. The Bible says spare the rod with the child in there. God told you you gotta have consequences. Because if the world got to deal with your kid, they're going to kill him or destroy him. They ain't got time to deal with your kid like that. So the police tell you to come here, and you don't want to obey what they doing. Billy Club, taser, gun, and you hope it's Billy Club taser. Because most of them, not all, but some tend to go for the gun first when you ain't being compliant.
Yeah, depending on where you are, what city, and what officer. You know what I'm saying? Because that's always key. I never forget seeing an interview where a former retired officer said, you got 70% of the force who can be swayed by the partner that they're with. If that 15% partner that's good is there with them, they're going to do the right thing. If that other 15% that does bad all the time is with them, they're going to end up, operating badly with that person. So it's kind of like you got 70% of the force as a whole that's real neutral, and they can be swayed, good or bad. And so, yeah, you got to know right from wrong. Your kids got to know right from wrong when they set foot away from the house. They got to
Mm-hmm.
remember they'll go out there acting crazy.
And like
They'll
as
go out.
parents at home, the saying, which meant you was raised right. Don't go out there being foolish, embarrassing me.
Mm-hmm.
And we got away
100%.
from that. Well, I don't want to raise my kids where I was. I'm sorry. Don't you have a house, a job, decent credit,
100%.
savings to do fun stuff with your family? Wow, they were such bastards to raise you like that, huh? Like, come
Mm-hmm.
on now. They did something good in how they taught you. I mean, the way they beat you didn't have to be like it was. We don't condone
Mm-hmm.
that, but they did the best they could to where you were a good citizen. And now you want to make an entire spoiled kid that videos we've seen on social media, they phone got taken away and they tore up the kitchen, their PlayStation, and it looked like the Tasmanian devil ran through that house. Like they did all that for their phone or they PlayStation got taken?
Yeah, and you looking like, really?
What the hell?
Yeah. Yeah, bro.
And you making a video about this compared to, well, I got a court case because they laid up in the hospital. I lumped them the hell up. I didn't mean to go that far, but I blacked out. I've been busting my butt working hard, and I came home and I saw this yet. Like, oh hell no. And that's the thing. I always looked at seeing the videos like you making a video, you showing people that you really don't raise your kid right, that they felt they could tear up the house like that with no consequence. That's what I get seeing that because my parents Alabama, ain't no in hell I would go through the and tear everything up, flip everything over, and expect to be in that house when they came home.
Hey, we came up.
I ain't about to deal with that.
We came up with the baby boomer generation, and some people was born, with the silent generation if their father was, father or the mother was older. And like you said, we didn't come up that way.
You knew the consequence was coming. Like, dog, can I stay over here tonight? Because I get Molly Wop tomorrow, dog. I don't want. It's gonna be too fresh in them. They might put me in a Hell in a Cell power bomb. I don't want them type of problems. I deal with it tomorrow. They gonna be mad, but it ain't gonna be that first reaction where, man, I didn't mean to punch him in the throat, Your Honor. I swear I did. I just saw the kitchen, everything flipped over. I'm smelling gas. I didn't know I hit him in the throat. Like they blanked out like, you did what? I'm busting my butt to provide for you, and you did what? Lord, give me strength not to kill this kid. And you hear them things, and you as we got older, like, now I get it. That will really irate you that you did what? So the videos I've seen, look what they did to the house because I took their phone. I took their information. And you like, they tore up everything? And you making a video, you foolish person? Oh, that tells me you don't do nothing when they mess up because they would not felt that brave. Flat screen, 80 inches, kicked in. They wouldn't felt that brave to do all that.
Mm-hmm.
If you been a real parent, they wouldn't felt that brave. They would have been like, nah. I might knock some papers over, but that's about it. I ain't about to yank no flat screen off the wall and beat it with a bat. Like, man, F you.
Hey,
Daddy, you ain't doing all that.
When we was coming up, most people, you had frustration, but most of people knew to go to your room, don't slam the door, just close it.
They be at the door like the Flash, like,
yeah.
You slam my goddamn door. You lost your.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. So you go to your room, you voice your frustrations, do the under your breath, and keep it moving.
And you better be careful under breath because they had superhero like Superman. Like, what you say? And if you had real parents, America, and they get that, what you say? You hoping a left hook wasn't coming or something, because old school parents didn't play with that disrespect.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't
Mm-hmm.
did not play with you. Call the cops, and I'm gonna beat you in front of them, and you can take them. But you gotta respect my house.
Yeah. Yeah.
So people they need to get back to parenting their kids, because
It's necessary, bro, because we in the day and time where, like you said, man, the streets definitely never has been and never will be friendly if that's what you're gonna run to. And um, only thing that's changed is the technology. You got people they now, instead of having the pagers and beepers as we call them, they got cell phones.
Mm-hmm.
So trouble, you got access to trouble a lot quicker. You can easily phone a friend for trouble. You can
Yeah.
easily call an Uber or Lyft for those who don't have cars and access to cars. It used to be a time you couldn't get to places. You know what I'm saying? If you didn't get picked up, you ain't about to catch the bus to go to certain things. But now it's like, hey man, I ain't got no ride. I tell you what, I get there by myself. Just make sure you drop me off. it's like trouble can and sadly, if you an Uber Lyft driver, if somebody got something like a book bag, you thinking, oh, this person about to go study or whatever, you don't know they got the things in that book bag about to go do some dirt.
That's true.
So you literally taking this person out there to go do whatever they're going to do. And most of these young folks today, without the act of God, whatever they was planning on doing, they're gonna attempt to do it when they get there.
Mm-hmm.
They're not slowing down, and you hear it all the time, man. People firing into large crowds just for two people, and it's like, what sense does that make? You was going for two people. Once you start shooting, the crowd's going to scatter. You're going to end up hitting somebody most likely if you just sporadically shooting. So it's just like, you got to use your head, man. You can't just fly off on emotions. 30 seconds of emotions can leave you to
25 to life.
30 years, lifetime of hell.
Looking at dudes all day. And you got a problem with them thinking cute. You're going to have to tussle to get your respect.
Mm-hmm.
I love women too much. Ain't none in prison. So my dad died at 12, and the gangs and dope dealers try to recruit a coolie. Dude, ain't no women at what you doing. I'm cool. Oh, you a little nerd, you sucker. Yep. I'll be that. And I can talk to every girl in this school if I want to, not worrying about the other rival gangs or dope dealer soldiers looking for me.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that time we was in Miss Constance's class and they ran up in there for somebody? Like, they didn't even care it was a class we're teaching. They wanted him.
Yeah, that one person.
I'm like, nah, dog. And even watching them, like, see, if he had his mind right about his books and chasing girls, he ain't got to worry about these dudes run up in the class to get at you like that.
Mm-hmm.
So they came there, that means they going to try to get you everywhere. That means you can't go home because that's going to make your family a target.
Mm-hmm.
And that's something you don't think about, young people. They get your people to get to you. So while you trying to do all this, I'm going to be tough and cool. And I get it. Because even we had more options back when we were young. And the girls would chase the sports athlete, the wannabe street dude, or a dude that just always had everything. Nowadays, it's kind of more athlete or the street dude.
Mm-hmm.
You can still be you and get some shine because everybody wants some attention. I get it. But you are in the AI age. you can start a company and have fuck you money before you graduate high school if you lock in and found your purpose early.
Mm-hmm.
You can have fuck you money, meaning I got over 5-10 million in the bank. I can do what I want the way I want without you telling me nothing. That's fuck you money. I ain't got to come to your job and put up with this person. They husband and wife tripping and they come to work with that attitude. I can do what I want to do the way I want to. If we had these same options, you might have had some of us become entrepreneurs or figure out how to get into a trade program before you graduate high school and start a business. Y'all have all that now. The world is at your fingertips with a phone. You ain't got to do the dumb stuff we did in the 90s and 80s. Even people told you these stories and they just sound cool. No, it wasn't. Y'all can get money now.
Mm-hmm.
Take it from me, someone that chased women a lot. When I got separated, I had to step back like, you never really sat down like, what's your purpose, Jeff? Think how far you would be with all this I'm doing now if you would have locked in on you. I might already be employing 5,000 people like, Ron, where we going? Man, let's get the globe out, baby. We're going to flip a coin. Who's going to spin? Like I did that behind breeze now with the drink. Just pick something. I'm going to tell the private jet, oh, Jerome pick oop-op. We going to oop-op. Well, don't worry about why we're going there. Just get, man, do you want me to get another pilot?
That's the next meeting.
Every time we come in here, one of us flip a coin, we close our eyes and press the map, and we go see what it look like. So just do your job, shut up. I'm paying you $100. What you crying for? Why? Just drive the damn plane, man. Quit playing. That could be the life compared to, dang. Oh. And all the amazing, beautiful women and stuff, good experience stuff I learned. But when you start thinking about why was you made, what God created you to do, because we all got awesome talent or talents, you start like, dang, man, if I would have started locking in early, man, I could have been way more in than where I'm at. And y'all got the world at y'all fingertips. You ain't got to do the stupid stuff we did back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all get AI. That's a virtual assistant for you. You got Skynet at your fingertips. You can literally come up with an idea, and it would be just like Jarvis was that for Tony Stark. Whatever you call your AI could be that for you while you build a company. Mm-hmm. And by the time you graduate high school, you get money, real money, legal money.
The route you want to go.
Now, with that route, the girls might give you some attention, but it might not be because they rock with what you're doing and think it's cool. Don't play yourself. It's just your turn now because you supplanted the athlete, the street dude. You the smart entrepreneur dude. They want to laugh. I'm with Jerome now. I'm with Jeff, but don't like it for you. Don't get it twisted. Street rules apply to everything. They gotta rock with you for you. Mm-hmm. If you riding the old dusted Tempo, do they rock with you? Or they only rock with you because everything's sweet now? The main type of women you want around anyway. You want some, hey man, I just came across so-and-so and I was talking with them on whatever social media. I think they might add value to your company. Want to connect? That's a female on the team because she's trying to help you. She's trying to pour into you and you pour into her. Get that love back. That's some real shit. But this teen takeover, this stupid stuff that can get you locked up or hurt, that ain't it. Mm-hmm. Ain't it at all. And y'all got opportunities. Man.
Yeah, you gotta wise up. Gotta wise up, as they say.
You got people now, 12 or so, starting businesses, getting money. Mm-hmm. What up, Big Joe?
That boy Joe.
Good point. Boomer fell figured it out.
Yeah, hey, they definitely, I always say the boomers probably was the one generation recently that we got a chance to see absentee fathers in that generation, and we got a chance to see a lot of different things that they had to deal with. They came up in the 70s. Heroin was big. They came up in the 80s. Some people dealt with having their parents indulge in the crack era epidemic. So it was a lot of different things that temptations that some people fell victim to. And like Joe just said, we had to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? We couldn't make any excuses. Out here, we had to figure it out, man. We definitely I could say, I've been reading with the millennials. They're struggling in the workforce. For those who's not working remote, because they don't really have that social engagement like our generation. And it's frustrating those who have work experience, 10-year plus in the game, and you coming fresh out of college, is rubbing, those veterans the wrong way. Our generation and baby boomers, you got people who probably been at your job 20 plus years. The job ain't never do nothing wrong to them. They not leaving. You know what I'm saying? Even if they got their own business, things like that.
They sweet. And not wrong with that either.
They're not leaving. So, now I think they said the average person now is probably staying at their job maybe a year and 6 months. At the most. And I think it's mainly because of what I was just saying, the struggles of the social engagement. You got others who's trying to chase that get rich, climb the ladder real quick. They don't realize that if you really trying to be that CEO, it's a process. You're not going to be that CEO of that company that's been around 50 plus years and you 25. It takes you going through the ranks. It takes you being relocatable. Really, if you really want to climb corporate America's ladder, you got to be relocatable. You got to be a person that's willing to move to New Mexico, be there for 2 years. You go to Denver, Colorado for 2 years. You might have to be in Seattle, Washington, D.C., Miami. But anytime they presented something to you, you was like, yeah, I'll do it. Management role, regional manager, all the different ranks. You gotta climb that chart.
That's a good point. And for millennials, you have to think about it, because I think they become focused on me. If you're working at Joe Incorporation, just make them name, and our homeboy Joe, he's the owner, it's been around for 50 years. Man, I want to be the CEO of the company. Okay. You're going to have to prove to Joe that you're going to be there through thick and thin, just like a marriage. You are willing to be a follower. You're willing to do anybody's job there. You are not above nothing. You're a team player. You're willing to lock in, put that time in. And if you've shown yourself to do that, you will have a great opportunity where, I've been watching you the last 2+ years. I would assume probably after 5 or so, okay, they're going to stay here now. I got this spot. I think they'd be good for it. And they start having lunch with you, try to get to know you to see you have the right value system and core that will represent their company. Because newsflash, it still matters. You can't be a dirtbag all your life and think you're going to represent their brand. Corporations don't like scandal. Not a good look. Because they're going to look at, well, Joe, this is your company, and you allow Timo to become the CEO, and this dude out here sexual harassing all the ladies at the job. Did you do any research And then, we're going to have one person do the money might. Was your antennas working before you vetted this dude? And now they are the global face of the brand. And he got 10 active sexual harassment cases at HR. Been saying they've been trying to get him out of here, and somehow he keep moving up. Like, that's going to look bad on all the business stuff he got going on. Like, them type of people you promote. Nah, we got to stop them deal. This $1 billion deal we's about to do with you, we can't do that because that's going to say we condone what he do. Nah, we can't do that. So your brand and you are a brand does matter in corporate America because they don't want scandals. If they start paying you 20-some million stock options, you ain't bringing no scandals. You're going to bring more money to the company. You ain't a liability. If it hit TMZ and everywhere else, remember, social media, Skynet, the world is that small. In 5 minutes, the whole world know that old girl posted a video. She won't laugh that you had in the copy room trying to take a shirt off, pull a skirt up. She had to chop you in the throat to get out of there. Like, and this dude became the CEO? What the hell was Joe thinking? And these people gonna make videos talking about your company with the eyeball look I'm giving. Like, and this dude see now is he drunk? How he didn't know about this video? It's his company. Don't tell me he ain't got all the stuff and he still let this dude be the face of it. That's gonna look very bad on him. So it's a process. It ain't making popcorn 3 minutes or so. I'm top dog, top woman. No, it's process. And they gotta trust you're not gonna embarrass what it took him 50 years to build. Ain't gonna have you be the face of it in less than a year. Like, dude, you got to come back because the investors, the stockholders, they are up in arms. Everybody ready to pull out of this company. You about to go belly up in the next 2 hours. You don't get here ASAP. You playing that Lita Adams song? Get here, dog. It's that bad, dude. The stock is plummeting as we speak. You need to get here and go live. I'm back in here. I'm right the ship. Stop what y'all doing. Stock was over $200. It's dropped to $100. That is bad in business. So shit couldn't have like that.
Catch that thing before it derails.
They drop any lower, they up, man. I'm off this board. I'm pulling out, dude. I'm already get my money out of here because this is a sinking ship. Because you hired this person who wasn't ready for that position. Mm-hmm. And anybody that wants to step up to those levels, you have to be the best version of yourself for that role and the challenges that come with it. So be real with yourself. Are you ready for that smoke? Mm-hmm. If you got a microwave, man, just I'm all over the place, you ain't ready for them type of responsibilities and that type of money. So do the work to be ready to be at that level. Because these ain't $100. It's more zeros behind the deals that company does. And they're trying to put you as the face of it, as the CEO. Mm-hmm. And you all over the place. You don't know, you understand no means no. You got women all over the world that will get down how you want to get down, but you want to mess around at the work grounds. And they ain't going back to that Me Too stuff tomorrow. I filmed this fool because I knew he was going to try me because he tried Terry in the stock room the other day. So I'm in the cafe, brought a nanny cam. I got this sucker. And y'all gonna pay me. You want me to sign NDA, never let me know he's a scumbag? I need 10 mil now.
Hey, speaking on, bro, did you see that video I sent you about the young lady that went to the spa?
That was crazy.
You know what's crazy about that place is literally like 15, 20 minutes away from me.
I mean, how does security gonna come in and go to sleep? Like, man, whatever.
Like he blew it off all the way.
Like, wow. You got a creeper up in that boy. Ain't nobody like, we gotta get him up out of here. Wow.
Yeah, honestly, what she said, I never knew that part. I knew there was a women's side and a men's side. I never knew that the kids was able to go in that place as
I'm
well.
trying something that's open that late.
Yeah. Oh, it's 24/7.
I'm like, that's crazy.
Yeah, that spot is 24/7. They say they try to keep it to the culture, but it it's a different spot. You know what I'm saying? Like they I never knew they had a co-ed sauna section. I always thought it was separated, because that's the way everybody has always explained it to me, that the men got a side, the women got a side.
And, it sounded like Players Club Bernie Mac here, bucket naked. Like, y'all just walking around like that up in there, boy.
Yeah, hey.
Well, and the security sleep. Like, what y'all got going on up in there?
Yeah, and then buddy trying to, you trying to corner the girl and tell her to come back into the sauna with you, and she like, no. Mm-hmm. And then the friend like, oh, what I'm saying, no, we're not coming. Like, no, I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to her. She got to come back to the back with me. Like, no, I'm not going back there. So they'll go, when you go up there and tell security, and for him to blow it off, talk about, oh, we don't have management, at night. Huh? Somebody got to be there in charge. Like, to me, you might not have any managers on hand or whatever, but you got to have some level of security that's going to be there at that time of night. And for them to just blow it off, like my man just basically going to start closing his eyes and everything like that, it's unfortunate that, they had to go through that, because that could have went south quick.
But that's a great example of what I'm talking about, because even though it didn't go south, someone's getting fired or already been fired over there. Like, wait a minute, you had a potential rape scenario going on and your ass sleeping on the job. Why didn't you call somebody? Why didn't you go get the dude up out there, call the cops? Oh, well, what I'm paying you to be security for? Security grounds of the establishment. Who's working here? What did you do? Because now CYA comes into play. If you don't know this, cover your ass. Because someone should have been, well, let me call the head boss and let me call the police. Cover. We need to make sure you feel safe to even leave this premise. Because what you're saying, you have a potential attacker on site running freely on your professional grounds, and no one's giving a damn to deal with the situation. This corporate jail he talked to, he's like, the guy managed degree. This is nothing but red flags in corporate America. Like, what? Do you know she's talking about social media? She could file a lawsuit still, because that was unsafe environment for this patron of my business. How long had this been going on, this neglect? That's all bad.
Yeah.
Now, women are not going to come to your spot, because that video had a lot of views, a lot of comments. Like you said, that's 15 minutes. Me, like, maybe you thought about going to one day. Like, not now. I'm good.
Yeah, they definitely gonna take a hit for that, because anytime you're not making people feel secure at your establishment, that's not a good look. You spending your money, because the purpose of that place is you can stay in there like you see she said there was people in there sleeping. So this dude could have easily went on that women's side and had his way with some of them ladies, if they not paying attention. So that the light they getting right now won't be good. I wouldn't doubt that after something like that, I'll be shocked if they don't change things immediately. They might not last the next 2 months, because I'm expecting protests here the next few weeks.
Now, flip side, because you do got some people that have some hustling ambition. That happened to me already. I just never felt comfortable to tell nobody. I want to sue.
Mm.
You got you got a lackluster, janky security guard. Whoever working on staff ain't about their business. So, well, I didn't feel comfortable to go none of them because I saw how they dealt with her. Now that you got cameras that don't delete, that can go back what day it happened, what month, day, time, and prove what's going on. You might have to pay them to go to, man, you got to pay them. You already got this situation and you can't disprove or prove when it happened or not. So even if they trying to hustle you, you really can't disprove it. And that'll be more. Now you open Pandora's box. You know what? I ain't want to say nothing, but it happened to me too. Me too. Even the man to say it happened to me too. Now it went from paying that one person that's hustling to bring out the damn brink truck and just start sign this NDA here, sign this, and giving that money out because that opens the door. Now your business is going to be going before summer because this is a safe, unsafe place.
Mm-hmm.
You got security sleep. The people working on staff don't really, y'all ain't walking the building to check stuff. You got creepers just roaming free. Like Home Alone. I'm going to do some evil. Because ain't nobody caring. Bad business practice.
Yeah, you right about that.
So you got to think about these things if you do want to have a company. Because social media has a tremendous impact if, especially a female, tells of a bad experience at your establishment. And don't let it be something where someone might be trying to do some touching that wasn't warranted. It's a bad look.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't going there because that girl said something almost happened. Nah, I'm good. You ain't going either. And you and your girls ain't going there. Well, they fixed it. I don't care what they did. I don't trust it. I lost consumer trust with that company because that shouldn't happen in the first place. Don't go there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm that type of person like, nah, you get one chance. Oh, what happened? He sleep? Nah, don't ever go there again. You good. But they got FBI working. I don't give a damn. They got the Avengers. You ain't going. You should have had that type of energy from jump with your business. You didn't. So nah. You dropped the ball once, you're gonna drop it again in my book. So I'm good. Y'all go somewhere else. You gotta have a girls' night. You got people like me out here. You got one chance. If you can't secure the environment, we good.
That's it. Done deal.
Don't get two chances on that. Now my loved ones, home girls, no, don't go there. Try that new spot. They ain't got a bad reputation yet. If you get a bad reputation, it's hard to get rid of as a business.
Mm-hmm.
So jumping from job to job, and they see your resume, that speaks that to the companies too. That's not good for you. That's not good at all for you. In 5 years, you've been at 5 different jobs. That's not good.
Yeah.
That tells the company you don't want to sit in one spot. I'm good. So if you want to go the corporate America route, you got to show you'll be there. If you want to do more than just get 18 or whatever hour, you want to get the 70,000 up salaries. Those are people that I'm going to be here for about 10 years or so.
Mm-hmm.
They gonna look at them a little bit and say, okay, we might move them up, but well, this job it just wasn't my vibe no more. Okay, you will never get no leadership spot here. Your vibe changes. We good.
Not at all.
We good. You just got to grow up. I know everybody gonna be a Toys R Us kid, but you got to grow up and look at the big picture. Chestnut checkers.
Mm-hmm.
And forget that. Don't matter if they call you Generation 2. Old school values still work. You're a decent person. You're a team player, hard worker. You got opportunity to get something. You can't make up your mind. You all over the place. That's not stable. They ain't gonna rock with you. Like I don't need nobody that's always like this. I need you to be right here. All right, that's the one we can rock with. You keep nah. Mm. You gonna be one of our workers that might come through the doors and go out the next way. You'll pass a buyer. You know. So what you doing with health?
Man, I would say health for this week is cardio.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna say cardio because I you can get caught up, and I'll speak of you in general. You can get caught up in exercise and whatever that looks like to you, and realize you're not doing anything for cardio. You're not doing anything to really get the heart rate up, to really start, perspiring with your sweat and everything like that. I'll throw myself out there and say today, I went and got on the bike because I was like, man, I'll never use this stuff when I come to the gym. I was like, let me go over here and go to the bike, man. I use the bike that they use when you see the guys get injured on the court and they go on the sideline, or football, they riding the bike on the side. So the one I'm using is the one you work in your arms as well.
Ooh.
Let's just say I didn't know how long I was gonna last on the thing, but when I always try to cover the time because I don't like looking at what time I have, but I'm sitting up there thinking I was on that thing for like 20 minutes, man. I'm starting to sweat. I'm hurt.
You're getting it in.
Getting it in. Hey, I'm thinking I'm in, okay, 20 minutes. I can at least get this half hour. Pull the thing off. 5 minutes, 30 seconds. Like, wait a minute. I said, wait a minute. I'm feeling like this at 5 minutes and 30 seconds. Wait a minute.
I've been there before.
I was like, something ain't right. And this was the one that was manual. So you basically setting it. It's not like you can set it to heels and all the different things. And so I was like, okay, yeah, the cardio. So I knew today when we talked, it was going to be cardio. So that's what I'm going to be focusing on.
Okay.
The next 3 quarters, this quarter, next quarter, and the last one. Because wasn't that nice.
Last time I was at a gym, did cardio. I got the step. I could do this. I was like Bugs Bunny cartoon, almost just hanging on the rails for dear life. Like, oh my God, my leg's gonna fall off. I didn't realize this thing does this to you. But I was sick for a hot second, getting better. So I was able to ramp up my working out at the crib, get back to doing some of my cardio too. And arms on fire because you just doing just a little bit because your energy low. And get back like, all right, now we're gonna do 3 sets of 10 like we're doing. Let's get it. Like, whew, Lord. Come on. Come on. I'm taking breaks. Like, time out, put them down. All right, let's go back. Like, a little rough. But it's definitely better to keep going because gotta be Black Thor.
Yeah, man, you gotta push through, man. It's gonna be plenty of days you don't feel like doing anything. There'll be plenty of days
you
don't feel like
sick. You barely was doing it, and then I can breathe better now. Okay, we doing these ways, Jeff. Damn, get back to it. Like, man, I was kind of comfortable not on my normal grind. Normally, nah, get back on the grind, dog. Lock back in. We better now. Let's go. Let's get after it. And you get that energy back too. When I be at work, I'm moving more like, getting your at least 3-4 reps in a night or a day. So definitely get that work in. And drink your water.
Oh yeah, stay hydrated. Like I said, we weeks away, back at the crib in the D, weeks away from that weather turning, and hydration is key. And
Mm-hmm.
now down here it's already starting to crack the 80s. And gotta make sure you stay hydrated.
And if you didn't know, you probably go online and you can find that same chart. The darker color your urine is, you ain't drinking enough water. If you drink enough water, your urine should be very light colored. It shouldn't be no dark yellow type stuff.
Crystal clear.
You ain't drinking enough water.
Yep. That's the telltale.
Get your water taken in. And go walking. You can get some workout bands. There's many ways you can do workouts. If you got back issues, they got stuff you can do where you do push-ups off the wall, or you can run in place. Stuff you can do to still stay active and get your workout in.
Mm-hmm.
No excuses. You want to be healthier, better version of yourself? Lock in. Google it. They got it out here, something you can do. Even sitting down, they got workouts to do if you can't stand too long. But do something. Don't do nothing, because that's just death.
Mm-hmm.
Your body ain't getting everything you need. You're gonna start having issues. And doctor gonna say, well, if you, and some doctors, hope you have a compassionate doctor. Some doctors are sassy. They straight up say like, well, Mr. or Mrs. So-and-so, if you did any form of exercise, you wouldn't need these pills for this or that because your body not getting it. So I gotta give you something to fulfill that need. And you might want to say, man, I don't want to not slop out there doing it. But they telling you the truth, but they not respectful how they tell you. Like, they probably upset, like, dude, lady, if you just do 5 of these or something a day or an hour, you ain't gonna be in this hospital every other week. I'm looking at you. Because come on, man.
Basically get more active and eat healthier.
Yeah, they're like, ain't you tired of looking at me?
Yeah,
I'm tired of looking at you, like, because you just don't want to do business. Just do the old school in elementary and gym. Just do your arms like that. You only want to do that. Come on, man. Come on, man. So don't come across that disrespectful doctor where you want to fight, because they telling you the honest, brutal truth.
Mm-hmm.
And it pisses you off because you know it's the truth. But you hope they'd be a little more nice, how they say it. Like, no, just give it to them straight with no chaser. You bullshitting. You keep this up, you're gonna have some problems.
Like I said, they gotta keep it real.
Yep.
They gotta keep it real.
Hope y'all enjoyed this episode. Appreciate it, because I see we had a lot of people viewing. I'll leave this up. So if you watch the episode, hey, maybe we have a conversation about it. What you think? Yes or no? Until stream our ad, and I'm gonna use all of it. Keep it going.
Good, bad, or indifferent. Leave the comments. What's y'all input on it? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. The things we doing right in Gen X, with our children, the things we doing wrong. Let's talk about it.
Big Joe. Small, consistent changes turn to long-term goals. Nobody speaking that prophecy.
Long-term gains, yes, sir.
Hey, Joe.
Gotta see you, bro. So yeah, man. Be safe out here, folks. Y'all have a good night. Drink responsibly or not. If you ain't gonna do it, stay at home.
Call Uber, Lyft.
Yeah.
Don't be behind the wheel.
Yeah. Be smart out here.
Till next time, everybody.
Later.
Thanks for tuning in to the latest episode. Hope you enjoyed the show. If you want to purchase my latest products, my books and music, go to Amazon.com. I have new merchandise on the way. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, Middle Ground with JLE Network. Thanks for coming.